Welcome back. I am Stephanie Epps. This is Life on Purpose. And in today's video, we are doing a recap of month 3 of marathon training. I cannot believe that this is month 3. We are at the end of July. October will be here very, very soon. I am running the Marine Corps Marathon 2026, the last Sunday in October, and I am very excited about it. One of my best friends, I convinced her to run it with me as well, and she has been following her running program. She's doing, I think, a Rana or Strava program. I think Rana is the app that has like a run coach, and Strava is another app. I have a human running coach. Her name is Deanna. She's here in Georgia. She's actually one of my yoga and Pilates students, but I can't think of like all the certifications that she has or what they are as a run coach, but she's a track coach for high school, or she used to be. Now she's in a different position in education. Anywho, she designed this marathon training plan for me, and I began the program in May of 2026. In 2025, I downloaded a marathon program offline. I just Googled 1 year training plan for marathon. I found a program that worked and I used it. I ran 3 days a week in 2025. I am now running 4 to 5 days a week. My training plan calls for 5 days, and I try to run 5 days as much as I can, but sometimes it's 4 depending on my work and personal commitments. So let's get into it. Month 3, what has been going on? I am balancing 75 hard with marathon training. I will probably ask myself this multiple times over the next few months, or at least through August. What was I thinking about trying to do my marathon training in 75 hard? Let's just say it is not easy. It is not easy. I am thankful that as my mileage begins to increase over the last half of the training program, I will be done with 75 hard. I think I have about 3 weeks left in 75 hard. And I have how many weeks left until October? Let's see, we have August, September, October. So about 11, 12 weeks remaining for this marathon training block. And I am so glad that I will be done with 75 hard. So what has happened over the last 4 weeks? Where do I begin? Running, and more running. I've really been trying to focus on replacing my electrolytes. I sweat so much. Between my running workouts, my cross training, the workouts for 75 hard, I'm sweating a lot. So I'm focusing on replacing those electrolytes. My go-to hydration is Drip Drop. I will also use IV hydration. I think that's Liquid IV, Liquid IV. And Celsius, the brand Celsius, has a hydration, and I have been drinking it recently. I think it's the lemon lime flavor. I really like it as well. What I am thinking about doing over the next 3 months of marathon training is trying to eat like a full pickle daily, because I remember in my marathon for 2025, my thighs cramped for the second half of the marathon. For the entire 13 miles, the last half of the race, my thighs cramped and cramped and cramped and cramped. And I have not been experiencing cramping. I think yesterday, the medial aspect of my right thigh had a little cramping there, but it wasn't too much. And that is what made me say, hey, Steph, you really got to make sure that you start trying to bring in more potassium and salt replacement. So pickles, avocados, those are things that I am going to be incorporating into my nutrition plan. Also, I have been doing my speed training and my hill training. Those are 2 things I did not do last year. They were not on my priority list. It was run my 3 days a week, be consistent, get to my race. Last year was the first marathon that I had ran or run, depends on how you want to say it, since I was pregnant. My daughter is 10, so I was pregnant 11 years ago. So the Disney, was it Disney? No, I ran a half marathon after Disney. The first year of the Disney Dopey, that's every race, 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon. I did that the very first year that Disney offered it. So we got pregnant a couple months after that. So that was January, I got pregnant in March. So March was my last, it was the first half of 2015 was my last long race, and my last marathon actually was January, right before I got pregnant. So 2025 was me finding my way back to the longer distances. And I'm so glad I did it. And I'm excited about the growth I have experienced from 2025 to 2026 and from month 1 of my training block to month 3. I am faster. I have more endurance. I recover quicker. My energy levels are up, even though my sleep is trash. I'm going to do a sleep challenge. That will probably get me into the routine of being consistent with my sleep post 75 hard. That's going to be one of the next coming videos or series here on my YouTube channel, because part of living life on purpose, to be able to do that, you have to be rested. Your body, your mind, your spirit has to be rested and restored, and sleep is a part of that. So what else has been going on for month 3? Month 3, oh my gosh, let me tell you guys, this past weekend, my daughter had the state championship swim meet. We didn't know if she was going to make the Saturday. It was depending on Friday. And my best friend, who is running the marathon with me in October, she had a birthday 5K. I wanted to go so bad. I had like a new workout set picked out. I had ordered it. It had arrived in time. And I saw that I couldn't go. I saw all the videos and pictures. I wish I could have been there. But to be able to show up for my daughter for her swim meet, like there are no words for that. She placed second in IM, 100 IM. That's when you, is it 50, or is it 25? I'm getting my distance. I think it's the 100, 25 down, 25 back, 25 down, 25 back. So it is butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle. She placed second in state, and we are so proud of her for that. She placed 6th for breaststroke. So she rocked that long distance. I wish I could have been at my friend's birthday 5K to celebrate with her, but I was there in spirit. And I just know that we have more great things on the horizon. So what else has been going on for month 3? Month 3, I have been going to Run Club. I think last week, we didn't have Run Club last Tuesday. And this week, I had a new coworker and friend that joined me for Run Club. My original partner that comes, her child was ill, so she couldn't make it, but we still got out there and ran. This week was more of intervals, run, walk. My other coworker, her and her husband are working up to run a half marathon, I think in November or December. So we did more of a run, walk. So this was more of a maybe zone 2 cardio for me with the intervals, which was a nice recovery, which I think I needed that because my sleep is so poor. I'm gonna do a video on why my sleep is poor, and I'm also gonna do a series on improving my sleep, because oh my gosh, when you are rested, there is nothing like the performance that you experience when you are rested. Your mind is clear, your body is strong, you can move, you can do, you can speak, you can act, you can do all the things, you can complete the tasks. You are functioning at your highest level when you're rested, when you're hydrated, when you're nourished. Like those things, you can function at your highest capacity. So I know for me, I am not functioning at my highest capacity because my sleep is poor, which is something that I know will impact my race in October if I don't get things under control in the next 3 months. So this is me being real with myself, being intentional, being purposeful. Hey, these are things that I got to do in the future for future me for race day, Stephanie, right? Okay, so what else can I tell you about month number 3? I should have probably wrote down some notes. This is just like off the cuff. This will be unedited, just us like having a FaceTime, chatting it up. If you are on a journey to 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon, please let me know. Please let me know. Oh my gosh, y'all, I had some travel a week or 2 ago. We got back, we made it back in last Monday. So almost 2 weeks ago at the time of this video. And I made sure to get my runs in. I ran before our flight. I ran while I was at speed training the day of our flight that morning. And I had my long run that Saturday. I did my walks. I went to a yoga sculpt class. I think if you look at my videos, it's week 6 of 75 Hard. And it's like a long video, so definitely check that one out. We had some travel out to Texas. It was some good food out there too. What else has been going on? I'm trying to think. Is that all? I told you guys I got some new fitness apparel. Sanita is the brand. It's a cute top and a bottom. And then I got another set, which I'm going to have to send back because the top is extra small. I needed a small. And they had like some swim items, so I got a couple of those things too. It was a really great deal. 2 full sets, 2 swim items. It was like $120, which I thought that was a good deal. It was like 4th of July. I need to go ahead and send back the item for exchange before I reach my 30 days for the exchange, before I meet that limit. Need to make a note. Remind me to do that, y'all. What else? I think that's about it. Focusing on nourishing my body, recovery. In my week 6 video, I am doing some one of my second workouts of the day was a 45-minute yoga class. So really trying to do my yoga. I have been foam rolling. I have been using my massage stick. I have my Flowwell compression pants. I need to utilize those more. I might use them tomorrow because I have a long run on Sunday. Yes, I do. I think I'll have 8 miles. The longest I've run so far is 8 miles. And so 8 miles is on Sunday, and we just start going up the hill after that. Speaking of going up the hill, we take the hill. Whenever a hill comes up during hill training or I'm doing a distance run, I say to myself, we take the hill. And we do. There's a route that I run out and back. Going out is like a slow decline, right? It's a 1 mile incline coming back up. The last mile is a hill. And we take the hill every single time. And I tell myself that because life is hard. Life can be a hill, and we're just making our way up. And it's yes, I can. I take the hill. And once you reach the top, the crescent, the peak, it's like, boom, I have arrived. I did that. And that's how I feel about my runs. Even when they're icky, it doesn't feel good. It's not a good spicy, and you're like, oh my gosh, can I do this? Yes, I can. Every run is not going to be your greatest or my greatest. I know that, you know that. But the fact is we show up every single day, every single time. We take the walk breaks when we need. We adjust our mileage. We adjust our run days, our cross training days. We listen to our bodies and rest. Note to self, Stephanie, rest. You need it. What if we are trying some new foods? How do I feel when I eat this? I've been running. I usually run fasted. I do fasted cardio, fasted runs. When I work out, I don't eat. I have a very, 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 very sensitive stomach. Very sensitive. And I don't need any problems. So I work out fasted. However, on my longer runs, I will use the Cliff Blocks, which I have some prior videos that you can see those in. And it gives me energy. When I was running years ago, I would use those Uncrustables. For Marathon 2025, I did not. So I'm going to be trialing out some different things just to see how my stomach responds, because the last thing I want, or any runner wants, is to get sick and have abdominal pain or nausea when they're running. Like, you just don't want that. So listen to your body, listen to my body. That's what I'm doing. So I think that's about it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being a part of the community, for being intentional with your own life, for being purposeful with your actions and where you're going and what's coming next, what your goals are. Because we have to be intentional. We must live life on purpose, and with intention. Time is finite. We only get so much time on this side. People don't like to talk about it, but it's true. So what are you going to do with the time that you have left? What are you going to do with the time you have left? My hope is that you, as well as me, will be purposeful, will be intentional. Okay. Once again, thank y'all so much. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this channel with a friend, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.